Hey guys, so we're installing fog lights in a 2006 Ranger. I'm just going to be showing you how to wire them up. So I've already gone ahead and made this mount here. We're going to do something cool and mount them behind the grill. So I've taken a piece of angle iron. The reason why we used angle iron is I wanted it rigid. I didn't want it flopping around when he's going down the road. And it actually acts like a little water shield here. So we've cut it already to the width of the support. Gone ahead and bolted it in, and now we just have to wire it up. So we're going to be linking the fog lights up to the battery. We're going to be using relays for that, and I'm going to show you guys how to hook that up. So I have two 40 amp rated relays right here. These are only 4 pins, all we're going to need, and I'm going to show you how to wire it up right now. So I'm using 2 relays here because I want each relay for each fog light. You can get away with 1, but I'm using 2 just because I can. Now, there's different ways you can wire this up. Now, I'm doing this the simplest way because the customer actually wants to be able to turn their fog lights on whenever they want, with or without the key. So the first step is we have to get 12 volt signals. So on 87 and on 86, I got them hooked up to 12 volts. These are going to go straight to the battery. Now, if you wanted more of a fail-safe, that way you can't leave the fog lights on, you can wire up the 86 here to an ignition source. When you take the key out, you cannot energize the relay. But we're going to keep this simple. So these two on here are going to go straight to the battery. Now you can see I've added this brown wire over here, one on each side. This is going to be our trigger. So this is going to get a negative trigger from inside with a switch. So we have negative on this side, positive on this side. This is going to energize the relay. Okay. Now I have these 2 orange wires. These are going to do the positive end on the fog lights. So when the relay gets energized, this prong over here gets connected to this one. So I've already memorized which wires go to what, so I've gone ahead and taped it all up to make sure it's a little more weatherproof. So inside here, the fender, I got this nice little spot. There are already some electronics in here, and this is going to cover it from any water. And it's a nice little hole we can put the relays in and make it tuck away and you won't see them. And just go ahead and secure it. So as I showed you before, I got my relays mounted over here. The red wire over here is connected to the battery with a fuse in line. The orange wire over here, as you say, ran with the factory stuff. Orange goes to the positive side of the fog lights. And behind here, I was able to ground it, and this plastic shield will protect it from moisture. And the brown wire over here, we'll run this all with the factory stuff and loom it. I'm showing you, will go through the firewall and into the cab and trigger the relays. So to trigger the relays, we have a switch that came with the kit. Check out the center console. We're just gonna make a nice little square hole right here and mount it in flush. So once you're done making your square hole, I like to use an air Dremel or an air rotary tool. You just go ahead and pop your switch in. Looks nice and clean. So we got our trigger wire running from the firewall, loomed up. It's grounded now. Be careful around this, is for your airbag, so stay away from that. And over here, you got your nice flush switch. So now we're just going to tie this all up. And when you're all done, that's what your finished product looks like. So when you're all done, go ahead and loom and zap strap everything. So you see all my wiring here, tucked away, running with the factory stuff. And then it just all starts to blend in. And we can put the grill back on. So there's 2 clips on the bottom. Line it up, clip them in, and then we'll hit these 4 little bolts. And when you're all done, go ahead and test your lights.